Hey guys, I'm back again, and this time I have Mr. Zeek here. I know he's not really wearing an outfit to start off with, he's just kind of wearing a shirt, but... Oh, this poor boy. Okay. Well, as you guys know, I painted him myself. He's a zombie, but he's not like an intense, gross zombie. Because when I was painting him, I meant for him to be human, and he just kind of turned out a little not human. So he could be a human, but he's more zombie, I think. But cause he looks like he has like bruising and stuff. But I was going to sell him, and I had him listed real cheap, because I wanted quick sell. Because I think when I listed everybody for sale, it was kind of like a rash decision that I was feeling overwhelmed, and I was like, I can't, like, I'm gonna be moving, and I can't keep all these dolls. Like, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna change him into some pajamas and stuff to pack him up. But I was feeling like, oh my god, like, I cannot keep these dolls. I need to get rid of them now. And I just said, I always said if I had to do this, that the only dolls that I would keep would be Killian and Sunny. So I listed everybody but Killian and Sunny, and my minis I don't count, so my minis are staying. But I listed literally everyone except them. And when I first did it, it felt okay, and then when I had people start actually wanting to buy certain dolls, it started to hurt a little bit. So what happened with Zeek is somebody contacted me and was like, hey, can you... And they didn't even, like, refer to him by anything else other than his price. Like, hey, can you show me more pictures of the doll that you listed for such a price? And I was like, oh my god, they just want him because he's cheap. But, I'm afraid his head is going to fall off. He's on a string-type body, because I don't really like this body. But I think we're okay. And I was like, okay, like, I've got him right here. I'll strip him down. Like, what pictures do you want? And they're like, oh, I want pictures of him from the front, from the back, all of his limbs, and da-da-da, like, detail photos. So I sent this girl, like, friggin' 10 pictures of him, like, all the details, all up close, and then she was like, oh, yeah, he looks nice, you did a good job, and da-da-da. Oh, my mom said I can't buy a doll right now. And I was like, what? Like, what? Could you have asked your mother before you sent me a message? Before you wasted my time, before I spent all this time stripping him down, trying to find good lighting, taking all these photos, and then you're just like, yeah, no, I can't buy him right now. I'm like, what? Then why do you... Oh my god. Oh my god. I swear to god. Children. Like, people need to watch what your children are doing on the internet. Because I had other people, like, I had somebody comment on Mercy, she's still for sale, on her sale post, and they just commented and said, me. So I messaged them, and I'm like, hey, I see you commented on my post selling this doll, like, are you serious about buying? And they messaged me back and they said, no. I was like, well, then... what are you doing? And then they, like, sent me a message back that said, like, me 9, like, saying that they were 9 years old or something. I was like, oh my god, like, people, watch what your children are doing on the internet. Oh my god. So tired of that. Like, I'm 25 years old, and when I was a kid, there was the internet, and I was on the internet a lot when I was a kid. But I never tried to buy things or do any of this crazy stuff that these kids are doing in the community. Like, my mother would have killed me. Like, I was always taught never to give out my real name on the internet, as now that I've done. When I was a kid, I mean, when you're a kid, it's different than when you're an adult and whatever. But I was taught never to give out my real name on the internet, never give your phone number, your address, your nothing. So I always went by nicknames. That's where MZ kind of came from. Like, it was a nickname my stepsister gave me, but I used that a lot on the internet as my name. So I didn't use my real name. But damn, these kids. And then, you know, after that girl did that and was like, oh no, my mom said no, blah blah blah. And I was like, and then I found out that she'd been doing the same thing to other people, where like messaging them like, hey, I want to buy your doll, send me photos, and you send photos. And she's like, yeah, my mom said no. Like, textbook time waster. I blocked her after that, and then I'm sitting there with Zeek, and I'm all worked up, and I'm all mad. And I'm like, you know what? I'm looking at him, and I'm like, he's just so cute. Like, just look at his face. And I worked really hard on him, and he's the first doll I ever painted that I was truly proud of, that I really liked, that I've actually been able to form a bond with. And I was like, you know what? I'll just keep him. Because him listed so cheap, it was guaranteed he was going to go to, like, some little kid who was going to just destroy him. You know, and I couldn't see that happen. So, oh, I just realized I look like hell, and I hope you can't see me. I decided to keep him, and it's like, and then keeping all these dolls, I'm like, well, what am I going to do with them? Like, how on earth am I going to keep them? Because the original plan was that I was going to have to move all of my stuff out, like, within the next week or so. And, like, how on earth, what am I going to do? Because, like, my dad said that he could store them at this school that, it's like an old school. I used to go to it when I was little. But, the town closed down the school, and my uncle actually bought it and uses it for a Christian academy. But, like, they only use, like, a small section of the school because their Christian academy is so small. So my dad said, like, he could use one of the rooms at the school and, like, store all my furniture and whatever until the place I was going to rent was ready. And parts of that building, they don't really heat it because it's such a big building, and they only really need to heat the parts that they're using. And my dad was, like, iffy as to, you know, how cold it was going to get. So I'm thinking, Zeek is air dry paint. And I believe Draven is too. I'm not 100% sure. I can't really remember. But and a lot of my dolls are air dry paint. And I know air dry paint does not hold up well in temperature changes. It really doesn't. Because the vinyl will expand and contract, and that can loosen up the paint, and then it will crack and flake and all that awful stuff. So I was like, there's no way I can store my reborns there. I can't. So, while I was at therapy last week, I made the decision that I'm going to keep my current place for the month of December. And I talked to the people where I'm going to be living before the end of December. It's a friend that I had when I was a kid. Her mother is going to be moving in with her new husband, and it kind of, I guess she doesn't want to sell the house right off or whatever, so me and her daughter, my friend, are going to rent the house, but, you know, she's getting married this month, and all this craziness is happening, so she wasn't sure exactly when she was going to be out. So I messaged her and I'm like, hey, like, do you think she'll be out before the end of December? And my friend was like, I will light a fire under her and she will be out by the end of December. So I'll keep this place. I'm not going to keep the heat, like, up to what it would be if I was living here. So my landlord said no lower than, like, 55 while I'm not here. Should be fine. So I'll keep the dolls here. I'll keep them all bundled up. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm getting the ones who are going to stay here all bundled up in their PJs and some jackets and blankets and stuff. And they'll stay here while I'm staying with my dad. And then once my friend's mother is moved out and I can move in, they will move there. And that should be good. I don't think their paint is going to crack if it's like, because I keep my house at 64 because I'm a cheapskate who doesn't like to pay for heating oil. Because when you live in a trailer and your oil tank is outside, you have to buy kerosene, and it's really friggin' expensive, and it's whatever. So I don't want to do that. So I keep my trailer at about 64. So if I turn it down to between 55 and 60 while I'm gone, that's not going to really be that much of a drop. So I think they'll be fine. Especially if they're all bundled up, and then I'm going to put them in a box with all their clothes kind of packed around them. So I think they'll be good. Oh my God. I'm having a moment right now because Zeke's eyes match this color, this teal color on this sleeper perfectly. Why is there a plane? It is 9:30 at night and I just heard a plane. Huh. Anyway, I feel like I have ADD right now because I'm thinking of too many things at once. Oh my God. I just need to show you this for a moment before I put his jacket on. This is one of my favorite sleepers ever that our Auntie Carrie has sent us. And look, it matches his eyes. I'm dying. Let me move him closer. Look at that. Oh my God. Ugh, I wish my lighting was better so you could see better. But it's so cute on him. But, yeah. Oh my God, and this fits him pretty well. It's a little short in the arms, but, well, his arms are short. It's long in the arms, I mean. I love this sleeper. It's so cute. I couldn't really find a hat to match. I was thinking this yellow hat to kind of match the ducky. I mean, not that if he's in storage he needs to match, but you know. You know, you gotta match things. It's how it works. Alright, I'll put this jacket on him too. Yeah, I can't let go of little Zeek because, you know, I made him myself, and I know I've sold a lot of dolls that I've made, but he's the first one that I really liked. And the Rainy kit, which is what he is, was one of the first reborn kits I ever fell in love with. Like, I actually, the first reborn I ever bid on eBay was a Rainy, and I lost, and I was so heartbroken. He was a little redhead Rainy, and he was so stinking cute. He had rooted red hair. He was so adorable, and I missed out. So, that kit just holds a special place in my heart, and I just decided I couldn't let him go. Oh my goodness, look at him. Ugh. Like, how could I let him go? Look at him. He's so stinking cute. And he's gonna be wrapped in this blanket, which is one of Killian's blankets. But Killian has like 10 blankets, so I think he can spare one for Zeke. Anyway, I hope between this video and Draven's video, that I've explained everything that's going on. I'm not leaving the community, because I know some people message me freaking out about that. I'm just downsizing a lot, and I'm going through a lot of stuff right now. But once, like, probably once I get through to January, things will calm back down and I'll be more active, and I'll be adding a few more dolls in January. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I'm probably gonna do a couple more videos because I gotta pack up Jigsaw and Addie and the minis, and I might film that. We'll see. But thanks for watching, guys.